Today is Monday, November the 5th, 2018, and I was looking at my videos, and I thought I had 75 to 100 videos for my Tom Z. Cruise Joad Morbid my main channel. I thought I have 186, of which 100 at least are about cooking. So right here, I'm going to risk of blowing the fuse, but let me show you what I'm doing here. I've never done a leftovers channel. I always cook fresh, okay? Well, so with that picture I just showed you right there, well, I'll show it again just to make sure, okay? This is some primo pasta fuego, which means fire. Pasta fiero if you're Italian. Miss Debbie Betty called it something else. Diablo, pasta Diablo. And I gave her some pasta Diablo. So that's leftovers from yesterday. And what I do is I chop my rotini number 3s in half so they're easier to digest. Now, we got the original leftover in the background. The fountain knows the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come see Yvonne by the dozen. But the only way somebody kinfolk to come to see Yvonne by the dozen is Yvonne must be the new baby. Well, here in leftover heaven tonight, okay? Let me show you what I'm doing, because you know I'm always safe. I got 2 more big fat chicken legs. I got 12 chicken legs for $2.22 yesterday. So I'm going to add that in with the pasta Diablo, per Miss Betty Debbie. She's my master chef, okay? Well, you know right away if it's good. We got a phrase in the hotel and the food businesses, when in doubt, throw it out. Well, this is not in doubt, okay? It happened to be a heavily spiced black bean burrito that I made a few of, and I put some in the freezer, so they'll be showing up on the end of the show. And so again, I went online today and I saw that I have 186 videos for this channel. And now I have to monetize them, which means you do all the manipulations, you create Facebook pages, you describe them better. I have nothing out there. I have 186 videos with no description, just me cooking, rambling and roaming. So I was thinking about, knowing J.K. Malone up there in heaven with the angels, shooting pool with Jesus every night. I come into my home and I say, hey Jim, how's everything in heaven? They go, silly dad, heaven's heaven me. You get a point where your kids are like, you're silly, Pop. I'll tell you one of my Jimmy stories is going up a mountain in Jersey, Jugtown Mountain actually, on I-78. And I knew at the top of the mountain there were some goats leaping. They'd been there for about 8 or 9 years. And I said, Jim, at the top of this mountain, man, look to the right, there's a bunch of goats leaping. He said, oh, Dad, you're silly. I said, Jim, I'm your pop. If I tell you this goats at the top of the mountain, I have no reason to tell you other than I want you to learn it. And he was about 11, kids just starting to get a little outsy. We get to the top of this mountain, and there at Jugtown Mountain, 4 goats jumping from cliff to cliff. And that was one of the few times where I was able to make the lesson immediately. A lot of times when you're a dad, the lesson comes a little bit later. Another time with him, I specifically took him in the woods to teach him a lesson. So we're going to go hiking across country, a little bit of snow. I said, Jim, we're going to end up in a swampy part, and we're going to see what happens. I knew what I was doing. I got to walk through the woods, okay? It was Northampton County, Pennsylvania, Plainfield Township. And all of a sudden I knew what I wanted to do. There was a rail bed about 12 feet above us, Plainfield Township Recreational Trail, and we were in a swamp. And I said, okay, Jim, here's where I leave you. I'm your father. At some point, I leave you to the world. And I ran across this swamp about 20 feet, and I go, okay, and I ran up the bank to the top of the rail bed. Come on, Jim, let's go. Oh, Dad. I said, don't forget there could be snakes there. Dad, there's snakes. I said, there could be. I said, but I'm your father. It's like the goats on the mountain. I'm not going to leave you where you're going to get hurt, but you're going to be brave, dude, in life. Jim had cystic fibrosis, and he was always brave. And his mother and I did a lot of things to make him tough. He skied, he hiked, he rode his bike, shot pool. So there I am. I said, okay, Jim, I'm going up the trail. And I went out of sight. Now here it is in the middle of this swamp. Semi-snow, probably a March day. You could see that there was just 3 or 4 little creeks you had to jump. I said, come on, Jim, I'm going home. Why don't you got roast beef? The boy liked his roast beef. Dad, there's snakes. I said, Jim, step on the snake's heads and just run across the creeks. I'll see you up at home. I said, he jumps ankle deep through the swamp, climbs his way to the top of the rail bed. There he is. I made it, Dad. I'm like, I knew you would. Your father. I'm not going to leave you where you won't make it. So, I've never done a leftovers video, okay? Because as I started this off with, when you're in the hotel and restaurant business, we got a phrase. The moment you smell it, you'll know. We call it when in doubt, throw it out. If you have to smell it twice, throw it out, okay? Because bacteria leave a certain odor. So now, yesterday I made this, christened by Miss Betty Debbie, pasta diavolo. And so I'm going to spoon in some baked potatoes. Okay, and I'm stretching. This is what I'm doing. That's what you do with leftovers, right? Spaced out there. And before my first wife got her cold heart, okay, she's a gourmet cook. Serves what I call the chef. We taught her how to cook in the club, Montclair Golf Club. So even now, I know I'm doing well because I can smell them cooking really neat. And I just heard the chicken legs start to get a little fat. Now, on my videos, 186 of them, let's say 120 about cooking, okay? 8 months. We talk about the different types of cooking. Convection, microwave, conductive. What is this? This is conductive, where you use a pan, conducts it up through the heat. Convection is where the heat comes around it. And just in case you don't know, microwave is when you're giving yourself cancer. So now, what I started off with is, I didn't just dump the leftover potatoes or the leftover bean burrito in there. I blend it in, okay? And I'm thinking it's not red enough. So I printed that up at the senior center because that's what we do here. Watch the color. See that go in there? Okay. And a lot of these nice seniors. Let me tell you something. Women are very beautiful between 60 and 80. Okay. And I shoot pool a couple times a month with this one lady. Maybe she's 76. She was a military wife, and that's too bad to make her sound like she was somebody's wife. She raised kids and traveled around America, is what she did. She cleaned the barracks and the quarters for the kids in movement. But graceful as a ballet dancer in her 40s, this lady is. And I didn't use her name, okay? It's not Grace. I'm not saying her name. Well, I look at this lady, I didn't know somebody in her 70s could be sexy. She just has this karma. She doesn't talk much. You have to kind of pull at her. Ask her a couple questions. But we were in choir today. 17055 in Mechanicsburg Place. And she came in a little bit late, but hey, at that age you get to be late. Or waits. We weren't waiting when she come in. And yesterday I saw her line dance and I'm like, dang, man. She's beautiful all the way up, man. All the way 80, 75 or whatever. She sings, she's beautiful. She shoots pool, she's beautiful. She's just a beautiful human being. She's a beautiful, sexy lady. Because there's a grace to have. We have a grace in there, but it's a different grace. Grace is cool. She got this really neat haircut. So, I'm doing leftovers, okay. The tell you was I didn't dump everything in. Okay? Because if you don't mix the temperatures of what you're cooking and allow the chemical, the conductive flavoroids to mix, you're making mush. Instead, 7:17 in the evening, okay, I'm going to be slowly adding more burritos, more potatoes. That's starch, but there's carrots in there, okay? I chopped those carrots myself. I didn't pull them up myself, that's next year. We're down to the Pick Your Own Carrots neighborhood. We got a neighborhood here called Adams County. Pick your own apples. Oh man, you drive over the mountain, you smell the apple blossoms. Still more kids. So, cooking is about loving, okay? Your mother loves you, so she cooked for you. Your girlfriends love you, they cook for you. Let's say girlfriends, what a pig I am. Means over the years you got a few girlfriends. One of the prettiest girls I knew in Trinity. We went out one night, we were down by the creek and we was kissing. And then I dropped her off at home. She said to me, hey, how come you didn't go any further with me? And I said, why? I like you. You're beautiful, you're sexy. I'm not in love with you. I respect you. You're my friend. And when you're 15, 16, 17, you're too many guys like, grabbing. Well, she told apparently all the girls in the school, next thing I know, I had a full social calendar. So the beans are going in, bean burrito, potatoes. And what's going to happen is, stir them in. You have to stir stuff so it doesn't burn. I'm going to shimmy this, and I'm going to let it cook. Those two big fat chicken legs. 12 chicken legs for $2.22. That's living socially secure. Okay? I'll put them on low and slow. That's the way my nice friend with the sexy 70-plus body shoots pull. Low and slow. I'm like, God, I want some of that karma. I don't mean male version of karma from the girl. Like, the vibrations she gives off are so cool. I look for her when she understands that I find her very sexy. Probably when a man looks at you, the women know you see them as sexy. So I turn this off, and now it's conductive, okay? There's potatoes, the leftover bean burritos, which are breakfast burritos. They'll all kind of congeal. The starches will break down, the black beans will break down. There's paprika, there's green peppers I cut, there's carrots I cut, there's guacamole mix I put in there. When I'm done, just to top this off, because I'm going to do a two-parter here. Leftovers by Tom Z. Cruz, Joad, more big explain later, is I want you to look at that. Okay, they're going in to the middle. And then the soundtrack always gets me in trouble with burbles on AMI. Music people, EMG, whatever. So that's what's going to the chickens. All my food looks like that, you'll notice, okay? That's 14 minutes, man. We got apple pie, we got peach pie. I was Daddy's little fatty, man. I was the big kid.